Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jade up here. Today's video is it's going to be a short, somewhat short video. It's going to be on basically how to taunt in the game. I know there's a lot of new players coming in that don't know anything about the game and kind of want to get into tanking because they either tanked in WoW or they tanked in another MMO. Well, in this game, there's really only two ways to taunt, and your first taunt is going to be a stamina taunt, a stamina morph taunt, which you get from the sword and board, one hand and shield ability bar. It's your first skill you get, so you basically equip a sword and board and kill one enemy, and then it'll unlock the first skill. So as you can see, the main thing you're looking at is the first paragraph, the very last sentence, taunting them to attack you for 15 seconds. So the way that you taunt enemies in the game is you have to physically hit one enemy that you want to taunt. Now there are a bunch of trash mobs and stuff like that, and there's other ways to handle that, but as far as taunting one individual person, humanoid or ad or boss or whatever, you will have to use one of these skills, and puncture is one that a lot of people use. Now as far as the morphs go, we do have, so the unmorph is puncture, and one morph is ransack, which basically just adds a new effect. What it does is it gives you minor resolve, just increasing your physical resistance. The other one, which a majority of tanks will be using, is pierce armor. Basically what it does is it reduces the physical resistance and spell resistance of the enemy. And the taunts do only last 15 seconds, so you will have to reapply them, every 14 to 10 seconds or so. Alright, so there are add-ons that you could use to help you with the taunting, and this is a good one. It's called Undaunted. What you can do is you'll download Undaunted and put it in your file for ESO and all that stuff. You can go in settings, you can go to Undaunted and kind of mix and match, or basically use this how you see fit. And this is what it looks like. Basically you taunt one and it starts here and the timer will start to decrease. It has you the time here on which ad that you taunted, and it goes in a list on however many that you want. So again, we do have these two taunts. They're both your sword and board, and they're all 3 stam. Now your only other taunt, other than ransack or puncture or pierce armor, whichever one, obviously this one, the sword and board, you have this morph right here, inner fire. Now the first morph you get is going to be a magica morph. This is a range taunt, so you can taunt somebody or an ad or whatever far away up to 28 meters. You taunt them and then they come to you. Again, it only lasts 15 seconds. Now the other morph is going to be inner rage, which is again a magical morph, and it does the same thing. It just increase the chance to grant a synergy, whoop-de-doo, whatever. Now, and then the other one is inner beast, which basically just converts the taunt to stam. Now, choosing this one is totally up to you as far as your tanking abilities and your tanking, just your taking style in general. If you want to use more stam, then go ahead and use this. I would suggest using inner rage, but that's just me. It is a magic taunt, and you should be fine with that. Alright, here we are at a buddy's house. I'm going to demonstrate on this target dummy how the taunt works and what to look for. So the first taunt is our number 1 skill. You hit that and this is what it applies up at the top. As you can see on the top right, it has a little shield. That's your taunt. And over on the left hand side, that's the Undaunted add-on that you can use. As far as the other 4 boxes, I'll write a description underneath it so you can see what they are. As we look on our back bar, if we use your center fire, you'll see it'll still do a little bit of damage, and then it'll still go count down with our taunt right above or right below the target's health pool, name, all that stuff. And then again to the left, you'll see the Untaunted working. So that is really the only way that you can taunt an enemy or / add. I will give change an honorary mention, excuse me. Basically what this chains does, as you can see, we'll just hover over the skill. Just chains them to you, doing some flame damage, giving you a speed boost, and then if the target can't be pulled towards you, you restore 100% of the magic you used. Now, that's just a morph. I'm not really going to go too much into the morphs and unmorphs of it. It is a Dragon Knight ability in the Ardent Flame skill line, and you'll get it at like 30 something, 32, or I think it's at 32 level in your Ardent Flame ability. This does somewhat act as a soft taunt, although it will not appear underneath the enemy's name or health bar. But if you first initially pull the ad with this chain, sometimes it does pull off a taunt. It's a soft taunt. It basically lasts for like a few seconds. So that might help you out as well. But again, those are the only two ways that you can taunt. Again, it is Pierce Armor and the one hand and shield ability bar. It's the first one you get, and then the other one is in the Undaunted skill line. It's the third one you get. The way you unlock Undaunted is what you'll do is you'll go to whichever your hometown is. If you start an EP area, this is your EP area. If you start an EP, you will come here to Deshawn. And then you'll go to the city, which is in Mournhold. And once you're at level 45, you'll get a letter in the mail. You'll open it in your, I believe it's in your supply. You'll read it, and it'll send you here. You come here, you talk to the 3 pledge givers. You'll talk to them, and then they'll start giving you the daily pledges. And you'll hear them quite a bit in zone chat and in your guilds and all that stuff. Like, who wants to do pledges, blah, 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 or dailies or whatnot. And this is what they're talking about. There'll be 3 separate dungeons that you can do, or you can just do all of them. Now, again, this is for EP. This is Deshawn. The other one is in Grotwood. This is if you start with AD. It'll be here in Elden Root. And then the other one is in DC, which is over here in Stormhaven, which is in Rayrest, and it is right here. Hopefully this help you guys out, you guys and girls out. I know it's for a lot of you guys that follow the channel, probably already know this stuff, but those of you guys that are new to the game and whatnot, hopefully this helps you out. You guys have a good one, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.